Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey guys, welcome back onto my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing This Video Ends When I Find a 5-star. I've seen this on YouTube a lot. I've watched a few of the videos and stuff, so I'm really intrigued to do this one. Now I did want to start this at the beginning of June. We're now on the 5th of June, so we're not too far in, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're going to be starting. I have a lot of books that I'm reading for vlogs, so I'm not going to talk about those books too much in this video, but we will discuss in more detail the other books that aren't in videos in this one. I will just give you guys a brief look into my thoughts and opinions on those other books. Did that make sense? I feel like it did. You guys will find out as we go. But yeah, so the first lot of books that I have are... So I'm in the middle of two books anyway, and then I'm going to be starting another 2 books for a video. So the books that I'm in the middle of at the moment is the 3rd volume in the black edition of Death Note. This isn't going to be a 5-star rating. It's the manga. There's not too much detail to it. Obviously, it's just, yeah, why do I even try to keep explaining to you guys my thoughts on these books? Because I can never put them into words. Why do I bother? Anyway, we're in this one. And then we're in the middle started of. We have started Empire of Desire by Rina Kent. Now I don't think this one's going to be a 5-star for me. I love Rina Kent, but I'm not vibing with the characters in this one, so I'm not too sure. And then I have the Mindfuck series by Stiabi and the Atlas Complex by Livy Blake, also going to be in this video. In a part of another video, but I'm going to briefly talk about them here. Now, the Atlas Complex, I'm not too convinced it's going to be a 5-star. This one I'm concerned, because this one could possibly be a 5-star read for me. Possibly. And if it is, this video is going to finish very quickly. If it is, it's going to finish very quickly. But yeah, so we're going to see how this goes. Of the 4 that I'm currently in the middle of and the 2 next reads, this is the one that I have the highest hopes of being a 5-star, but we will wait and see how this goes. But yeah, we will see what happens. But yes, I'm going to go onto sprints at the moment, so I'm going to go finish this book and read some more of this book and go from there. So I will catch you guys in a bit. So as predicted, our first book, Death Note, was a 4-star. I wasn't expecting it to be a 5-star rating. Enjoying the story, but it does feel like we've done a bit of a 360 from the first 2 volumes. But yeah, so it's still intriguing. I'm still interested to see where the rest of this story is going to go. But 4-star aren't. And I'm still reading Empire of Desire. I've not finished that one yet, so you'll probably hear my thoughts and opinions for this one tomorrow morning. I have today decided, I was sat on live and I had my calendar up in front of me, and I've decided to take a week's break from uploading videos, so I'm not going to post anything on the 17th and the 21st of June, which is before this video goes out, so this video will come out after that's happened. But I just want to take a bit of a break from uploading and filming just for personal reasons. So yeah, I'm just taking a bit of a break there. I can't even remember the last time I took a break from posting videos. I don't even know if I took one this year. Have I even taken a break from uploading this year? Should I have a look? I took a break off in November of 2022. It's been a year and a half since I actually had a break from posting, so taking the week off now is not sounding so bad from uploading videos. So yeah, that is what is happening there. So yeah, I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow with the update on Empire of Desire, because I'm probably going to sit and finish that tonight. I might end up starting Mindfuck series. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's what's happened. And I'll catch you guys in the morning. So as predicted, this is not a 5-star read. This is a 3.75. I did enjoy the book and it is a good book. This one's just not for me. I explained it in my wrap up if you guys want to go check it out there. This one's just not for me. I just don't feel like the characters and the tropes and all that merged with the plot line. I think if they were 2 separate things, they would have worked really well. I just don't know if they worked well together. It's age gap, marriage of convenience, dad's best friend. So I just don't know if that worked with the storyline. Like, it's a good book and I did enjoy it. I just don't know if it's for me. And I found Gwen's character, like, she's the younger character, so obviously she's not going to feel as mature as Nate. But at times she felt just a bit too childish and it was just cringy at points. So yeah, and I was intrigued by Nate's story from Thorn's Duet. I just don't know if of everything it worked well together, personally. But I still enjoyed it and it's still a good book. I'm going to now move on to the Mindfuck series. All my thoughts and opinions I'm going to keep in my highest versus lowest vlog, so I'm not going to talk about it in detail in this vlog. So yeah, I'll just let you know at the end. So a little update for you guys. I am quite a bit of the way through the Mindfuck series and I'm really enjoying it. Do I feel like it's going to be a 5-star at the moment? No. I mean, I'm feeling like a 4-star plus, but not quite a 5-star. I'm not getting that feeling yet. Like that, yeah, I know you guys know what I mean. But I do have a lot of the way to go, so anything could happen, anything could change. But yeah, at the moment, I'm not feeling the 5-star feel. So yeah, but like if you guys want all my main thoughts and opinions, do head over to the highest versus lowest video and you can see all my more deeper thoughts and opinions over there. So I finished the next book in this search for my 5-star read. I'm giving this a 4.75. So close to a 5-star. I absolutely fucking love this book. Obviously I talk more in detail about it in my highest versus lowest videos, so I do recommend checking that out for my full thoughts and opinions on that. But just know I absolutely love it and I was so connected with the characters and bonded so well with them, and I did not see that ending coming. Just know that is what happened. So the next book I'm reading for an search is the second book for my highest versus low video, which is The Atlas Complex by Livy Blake. I don't have high expectations for this one because I liked the first one. The second one's a bit on the edge. I'm not so sure how I'm going to feel about this third one because Livy Blake's writing is very, I used the word educational earlier, so I'm going to stick with it, and complex. So I enjoy her writing, but that is a factor and it can be quite draining, if that makes sense. Like, you don't really want to sit and read a lot because it becomes so much and your head is full of information and you just don't know what to do with. But I'm gonna try and read as much as I can today. Try be the word. Okay, try be the word. But yeah, this will also, I will talk more in detail about in my highest versus lowest video and just give you guys like a brief in this one before we move on to some other books and try and find a 5-star. Fingers crossed we can find one in the month of June, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna go sort out the review stuff for that and then get started on the Atlas Complex. So I do love the Atlas Complex. Sorry, definitely not 5-star here. It was putting me to sleep. I've talked about this in my highest versus lowest. I've just done my wrap up as well. It was boring me, it's put me to sleep. I've lost the want to read it. I've lost the interest to know what happens. I've lost all enjoyment for this book in the 52 pages that I've read. And her writing style hasn't changed. I say it hasn't changed. There's definitely been something that's happened. The author's just made it really complex and it's just not worked. I feel like this book needed to just be in 2 books, not 3. This story. But yeah, we're DNF in this. So my next read I'm going to pick up for this Finding a 5-star is going to be one of our 18 plus picks in the Wolfpack book club. So the link's down below if you guys want to come and join us. But we're reading a duet this month. It's the Possessing Her duet by Morgan Bridges, and the first book is Once You're Mine. So I'm going to pick this one up, and hopefully things are going to go a bit more smoother than what was happening there. So yeah, I didn't even get any b-roll reading this book because I was at my grandparents and it just wasn't it. So we're going to move on to that book. I'm just going to do the review stuff and work for the Atlas Complex, and I've wasted so long waiting to read that book. Hey, so I don't have any like b-roll of me reading because I haven't actually read a lot as we speak. I want to say chapter 6. Yeah, chapter 6, 13% of the way through Once You're Mine. So I don't have a lot to say because I'm on page 35. I'm trying to grasp our characters. I'm trying to grasp our storyline, our plot. I'm not quite sure on them yet. But again, I am still very early into the book, so this could be rectified soon, I hope. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a grasp on the author's writing style as well, and like how she writes, because at the moment everything's quite quick in the writing of the what am I on about? I'm so tired. I had like a 5-hour nap and I'm still like drained. It's not refreshed me at all. What am I trying to say? Everything's moving quite quickly, in the sense that we are kind of getting bombarded with a fair bit quite quickly, and it's like a little disorientating. That's kind of where we're sitting at the moment. I don't really have much else to say in this one because, yeah, I've not read a lot, but because I've had that nap, even though I'm still drained, it's only just come up to 11 o'clock. I am going to be awake now for a while because I had that nap, even though I've not felt refreshed with it, but there's no way my body is going to go to sleep anytime soon. So I'm going to be awake, just reading into the night. I will get b-roll from me reading in the night, and we shall reconvene in the morning where we're at, what's happening, and where we're going to go from there. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Quick little update for you guys, and we'll see you in the morning. So I realised I did not update you guys this morning. It's now 1:25. I'm on chapter 29, that's 64% of the way through, and I'm really enjoying it. At the beginning we didn't really get the chance to connect with the characters much. Plot was moving quite quickly, but it has now kind of found its pace. It's slowed down a little bit. We're definitely getting more layers to these characters, and I'm slowly falling in love with them. The story in general is really good. So it's Stalker, Who Hurt You, there's more, but I can't think of it. Yeah, so I'm very intrigued to see where this is going. This is the duet, this is the first book, and yeah, it's definitely tension building. We kind of got to the point where the relationship is kind of in action now. It's kind of flowing, it's kind of on the go. We are getting there with this book, and it's enjoyable. It's not a 5-star, it's not feeling 5 stars, but it's still really enjoyable, and I'm still enjoying it. It's a really, really quick reedition out. I started last night, and to be already 64% of the way through. We're on the flows, we're on the go. So yeah, I am going to get back onto sprints because I'm currently on sprints. I've got 10 minutes left of this one, so I want to try and get this chapter in before we finish. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm going to head off and probably catch you guys when I finish this book at the end of sprints. So I have finished Once You're Mine. I did finish it in the last sprint, and I'm giving it a 4-star, so it's definitely not a 5-star rating for me. But I did still enjoy it, and I did still love the characters, and like it definitely started to build a connection with them. Their story is a really interesting one. It's definitely picked up in tension. Things definitely started to happen. That ending, we did get left on a cliffhanger, so I'm going to move this straight into the second one, which is Now You're Mine. And yeah, I have enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, but I think just that little bit at the beginning where things kind of moved a bit quickly, where we weren't really being given a chance to connect with the characters, kind of getting to know them, kind of just being kind of a little bit, I guess you could say, thrusted into the situation. I think that kind of slowed, no, not slowed, that's not what I want. It kind of halted the connection I could have built with the book. I think that's the best wording I'm going to be able to give it. I think that's the best I've got. So yeah, that is definitely, I think, part and part. That, and personally, if I was to like, not compare it with other dark romance that I've read, but if I was to like thinking within the genre in itself and like where I would stand with it in the genre, I wouldn't say it's like a top one in my favourites, so that's why I'm giving it a 4. But it's still good, still enjoyable, and really, really quick and easy to read, so I can't complain, and I do recommend picking it up. But yeah, we're going to move on to Now You're Mine, which is the second book. I am first going to film the wrap up for this one, do the review stuff, and get comfy on my bed. I can't say in my bed because I need my bed's been stripped. But get comfy on my bed and then settle in and start the next one. I have read the first chapter because I was waiting for the last sprint to finish because there wasn't long left. So I just continued on and read the next chapter for the next book. I'll be able to just go into that and highlight a few bits that kind of perked my interest and then keep going from there. That is, I think, our plan of action. So that's what we're going to do. But still no 5-star as of yet. I don't think the next one's going to be a 5-star either. But it'll be interesting to see from there where we go. Because I want to decide what I'm going to read next. I don't know what I want to read after this. And I'm in my dark romance mood at the moment. I might go into another Rena Kent one. Because I'm kind of working through the standalone books now. In the Empire kind of like in the Empire series, but they're all standalone, so it's not technically a series. Probably doesn't make sense, but they're all Empire of something is the titles of them. So I might read the next one in that, because yeah, I don't really know otherwise what else to read. And God of War comes out this week, so if I can catch up a bit more on some of the Rena Kent books before that comes out, it will be handy, because I've been slowly trying to make my way through her whole the Renaverse, and I'm kind of almost there. I don't know how many more books I've got to go until I reach kind of like where God of War would be. There's 8 more books that are out that I need to read, 7 that come before God of War. I'm not going to get those 7 read before God of War. That's not going to happen. But I'm also not going to wait until I've read those to read God of War. So I'm going to read what I can up to God of War, read God of War, and then continue. That's what's going to happen. But I also really want to read the Legacy of God series. Reread it. That was my plan. I wanted to reread it before God of War come out. We'll have to have a think. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go do these bits and start Now You're Mine. And we can go from there, really. And see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to come back and I'm going to catch you guys later once I've started the next book. We definitely do not have a 5-star. Now You're Mine by Morgan Bridges is a 3.5. I have not sat and spoken to you guys about this book because, yeah, 3.5. It felt, right, hang on, let me get my words. The ending felt rushed. It felt like everything happened in the last 80 pages. Some things were resolved and some things wasn't that I was expecting. Personally, it's just a personal thing. Others might think it was, but for me, they weren't. The one thing that was resolved felt expected because of connections, but then at the same time felt very random. I know it makes no sense whatsoever, but in my head it does. And it's going to sound very harsh, but by 50%, I had lost all interest in the book and no longer cared what happened. I know it's harsh, and I apologise, but this is just how I'm feeling, and I generally don't have much else to give to you guys because this book has left me feeling so meh that I have nothing else to give you. So we are moving on from this one because I'm actually, moving on swiftly. So I'm going to pick up next My Dark Desires by L.J. Sherman, Parker S. Huntington. I know I was thinking of picking up Rena Kent, but coming off of the back of a book there, like that felt meh. I don't want to go into Rena Kent stuff and then have that affect it, because especially because some of the Rena Kent books recently have not been my favourites. There's just been something about them that's not been hitting right, so I don't want to do an ill justice going into a risk of a book that I may not feel right, but then have it be absolutely destroyed by on the back of a book that I didn't like. That made no sense. That sentence made no sense. Shall we try that again? For example, the first Empire of Desire, that book, I wasn't a fan. It wasn't my favourite at all. So going to Empire of Sin, it's different characters, but because some of the recent books that were in Kent's, I've not been vibing with them. I don't want to risk going into this book and it actually be one I might enjoy, but because I'm coming in on the back of a book I didn't like, I don't want it to affect the Rina Kent stuff. I feel like that made a bit more sense. We're going to go with it. Whereas with My Dark Desire, because I don't have high expectations, My Dark Romeo, I enjoyed it. I think I gave it like a 4 maybe, I can't remember, 4.25. Okay, so I gave it 4.25. So again, I really enjoyed it. I do remember the female character was getting on my nerves a little bit. She felt quite childish and a bit cringy. I do remember that. So I'm not going into this one with too high of expectations. I'm going into this one because it's not authors that I have high expectations for. I loved the first book of this that I've read, but because I've only got one book to on the back of, my expectations aren't high. Whereas with Rina Kent, I have read a lot of her books and I have high expectations because I love her work. I love it a lot. It's just that recently there's been a few that's just not been hitting for me. They've not been bad books. I've enjoyed them. They've just not been hitting for me. So because I only have one bit of work to go for these authors, I feel like I'm safe going into it based on the end of that book. I mean, to be fair, any book I'm going into at the end of a bad book is risky and risk it affecting my thoughts and opinions, but I feel like this is probably my safer option because my other option was Butcher and the Blackbird, but I'd rather not read on the back of a bad book because I have high expectations for that book, even though I've never read anything from that author, but it's hyped and it's loved and I like dark romances, so I'm hoping we're going to go on with that one. So I'm saving that one for a rainy day, which most likely will happen. So yeah, and God of War's not out yet. Babel is quite a big book, and this is a big book, but that's a big book, and it's like fantasy-esque, dark academia, I think. I'm not really too sure. I think it's just dark academia. I don't know if it's fantasy. I'm not sure. But like that just feels too heavy for me. We have If We Were Perfect by Anna Horn, which could be a nice, quite easy one, but if I'm not being honest, I'm not feeling just a normal romance right now. And plus, I'm saving that one because I can listen to it on audio, so I'm saving the audiobook for when I need it. And then The Prisoner's Throne, I'm just not feeling Holly Black. So my options literally were dwindling down to Rina Kent and this one, and out of the two, I just feel like I'm going to be safe with this one. That has been a long-ass explanation as to why I'm picking up this book next. That was a really long-ass explanation. You guys don't care about. You really don't. Hopefully I've dwindled the conversation down a little bit for you guys in the editing process, but we shall find out. We shall see. So yeah. Either way, My Dark Side, that's what we'll go next. This is Zachary and Pharaoh's story, so gonna be interesting based on the blurb at the bear. The task was simple: sneak into Zachary's son's closely guarded manor, retrieve my pendant, slip out. Problem 1, America's most unattainable bachelor caught me. Problem 2, he decided to keep me as the help. Zach's son's winter may be the coldest I've ever felt, but he makes my skin burn. Reserved, calculated and savagely cruel, he thrives on the weaknesses of others. Little does he know he just met his match. He may be American royalty, but this peasant will rise to become queen. So I'm intrigued by this one. I think it's going to be good because I remember Zach from the first book. He's kind of got like an air of mystery around him and stuff, so I'm intrigued. And he was giving me dark vibes in the first one. He was giving me some dark, morally grey vibes, so I'm excited to pick up this one. So yeah, after that long-winded explanation, we're going to move on very swiftly, and I'm going to see you guys in the morning. So, I didn't end up starting My Dark Desires last night. I pretty much finished watching the last Harry Potter film and died in bed. It didn't happen, but I had work bits to do this morning, so I picked up an audiobook, and I picked up, unfortunately, Yours by Tessa Bailey, because this is also on my TBR for my TBR scratch cards for the month. And I was like, I've got bits to do, let me just start the audiobook, let me just go for it, and I just kind of just let it play in my ear, shall we say. But I did enjoy it. I'm giving it a 4-star, so it's not a 5-star for us. So yeah, it's good, it's enjoyable. I preferred this one to the first one because the characters felt more realistic in this one compared to the first book. But yeah, and like the story and their development held strong, the plot was there, strong throughout it. I was happy with the ending they got. It's just one of those easy reads. it's just one of those easy books, do you know what I mean? Like, it's there. I don't know how else to describe this to you guys. So yeah, I did end up listening to that one. It is now 2:15 and I am going to shut a lot of stuff down, get comfy on my bed, and we are going to start My Dark Desires this time. We're now going to start it. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated and get some B-roll because I kind of just went with this book. And yeah, so that is what's going to happen. And I'll probably catch you guys later. I haven't actually read that much. I'm only at chapter 7, page 52. I may have had a nap. I mean, it was needed. I was tired. But yeah, I have enjoyed what I've read so far. We're kind of just building up. We're kind of just having everything kind of be like set in place. Like, we're kind of, just setting up the main plot. Again, a little bit on the background, where we're at now and like going forward and stuff with that. So yeah, I don't really have too much to say to you guys because I don't have too much. I still love Zach. He's still very mysterious, and it's nice now we're getting to see stuff from his perspective and from his side of things. And Pharaoh we're kind of still being introduced to, so I can't give you too much on her just yet. So yeah, I don't have too much to say. But what I'm going to do, so I've just got ready for bed. I'm just about to settle in. It is literally just gone 10 o'clock. So I'm going to settle in with the book. I'm going to try and read as much as I can until as late as I can, until I fall asleep again pretty much. And yeah, we're going to go from there. And I will update you guys in the morning with whatever I've read up to. Afternoon, guys. It is kind of a tough one. I didn't update you this morning. It just didn't happen, so we're just going to ignore that. I have made progress into My Dark Desire. I'm now on chapter 47, page 292. So I think I've had a massive progress since I don't know where that sentence went to go. Massive progress since we last spoke. I can't remember what page I was on. But I am enjoying it. I'm a lot more connected to these characters than I was to the characters in the first book. And I'm definitely feeling the emotions with this one. I definitely got teary-eyed a minute ago. When I read a little bit, I got teary-eyed. It happened, but we're moving on from that. So yeah, I'm definitely more connected. This definitely got the Cinderella vibes to it. Obviously, this is kind of like, she's not going to say that. It's within the story of the Cinderella. Kind of like their own personal take on it. More modern take on it. That's the word we're looking for. More modern take. So yeah, I am enjoying it, and the story, the character, everything is really nicely done, and we're kind of building up to, I feel like, the big crescendo, like everything's about to explode. So yes, I am intrigued to see where this is about to go. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star. It's not going to be a 5-star for me, but I am enjoying it. So what can I say? I don't even know how many books down we are since I started this video. I don't even know. When did I start the video? I don't know. I feel like I read Empire of Desire in this one, and the 2 Death Notes. So we've read the 2 Death Notes, Empire of Desire, My First Series, Atlas Complex, Once You're Mine, Now You're Mine, Fortunately Yours, and we're 9 books in, and we still have not found a 5-star read. But that's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be alright. So we'll find a 5-star read. It'll be fine. Plan of action is, I really want to try and get this book finished today if I can, and then I need to edit a video. I do need to film another video and edit that one and upload that one, which is fun, but I feel like I'm just going to film it today, edit, upload that one tomorrow, but I do want to get another video edited today if I can. But my main priority is to finish this first and then go from there, see what the time is, see where we're at in the day, and yeah, that's kind of the vibes that we're sitting at right now. So I don't have too much to say to you, but I'm enjoying this one. It's definitely, I feel like, going to be a 4 something, unless something seriously goes wrong in like the last however many pages. How many is it? 215? 515? 215? 515. So about the last 222 pages, roughly. So yeah, unless something seriously goes wrong there, I think we're looking at like a 4 something. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's what's happening. I want to just settle in, read, and I'll get you guys updated probably at the end, just so I can try and focus on getting it finished. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to move on very, very swiftly. Hey, so it is now just literally coming up to 8 o'clock. and I have finished My Darkest Side. Well, I finished a little while ago, but I then had dinner straight away. I'm giving it 4.25. So again, not another 5-star. I did say I didn't think it was going to be 1. But yeah, 4.25 I think it's very fitting for this book, because I definitely preferred this one to the first one. The characters here just felt more realistic, and I still stand by my statement of when I see Dallas in this, she still comes across so childish, and I'm just like, oh. But yeah, I still love her as a character. She just comes across childish. So yeah, moving on to this book. I love the plot. I love the whole story. I love their developments as individuals and as character, as a couple. The development of the story as well progressed quite well. And there was definitely a lot of growth. Even some of the side characters there at the end, like there was definitely a lot within it all, and there was loads of little details, and everything kind of just built up quite nicely. I am excited for the next one because it's going to be Oliver's story, and obviously I feel like we all know who the love interest is going to be on that story, so I'm intrigued to see how that's going to go now. But yeah, so I'm intrigued to see how that's going to go. But yeah, I did enjoy it. 4.25, so unfortunately not another 5-star. Now, what to read next? Do you know what to read next? I do have an arc that I need to read by Tanya Lynn, which is called Unbreakable Desires. It comes out on the 28th of June, so it will be out by the time this video goes live. So yeah, I've got to read this, and it's only short. It's only like, I think 128 pages, I think it was, but it's not long at all. 129, there you go. So yeah, it's not long at all, so I think I might pick this one up and get this one read tonight, so I know that the arc is done and dusted and I don't risk forgetting it. Then after that, I don't know. God of War comes out on Thursday. It's Tuesday. It's the 11th. I might try and get Empire of Sin in before God of War. So if I can then probably start Empire of Sin, get that one read, we should then be going into God of War. If we've not found a 5-star before then. We will see. But I tend to read Veronica Kent's book quite quickly. So I mean, if I manage to get another Empire of Hate in as well, I will be well proud of myself. But I'm not holding any hopes for that. I'll probably be up quite a bit that night anyway, so you never know. But yeah, plan of action is I'm gonna go do the review stuff for My Dark Desire, get all that done, do my wrap-ups and stuff, and then we will read the arc for Tanya Lynn. I read quite a few of her arcs, so she's an author I've discussed quite a bit, so I definitely recommend going and checking her out. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Come back to you guys with an update on that one. I won't even like bother updating you halfway through because it is such a short one, so I'll just give you guys a big roundup at the end of it, and at the end of me finishing that book. So yeah, I think that's that. And then yeah, I think we're going to read Kent's Empire of Sin and see how we get on. Sounds like a plan. I'm kind of glad that I definitely decided to cancel filming some videos this month and take a break, because just knowing that yes, okay, there's some books from my TBR scratch card, even though there's some books from my TBR scratch card that obviously I want to get through because obviously they're on my TBR this month. The rest of them are just books that I'm just whatever I'm vibing with, but I've only got 3 left over on my TBR scratch card, and 2 of them I can listen to audios, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm doing a bit of a mood month, because I definitely feel like I need it this month. Definitely need it this month. But yeah, I'm gonna go do all of that, stop chit-chatting, and come back to you guys when I finish the other book. Morning, guys. So I did finish Unbreakable Desires last night by Tanya Lynn. I gave it a 3.75. It is a really good book. It's only 120 pages, therefore that's why it's not higher than a 4-star, and it has potential to be a full novel. Like, there is a strong backbone to the story and to the plot and to the characters. Like, it has the potential to be able to be a full novel. But I enjoyed it. The characters are lovable. She stayed, what am I trying to say? Obviously it's quite quickly, being a short book, but it still had the details. It wasn't overwhelming, and the details weren't lacking. They weren't, what am I trying to fucking say? I'm so tired. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was up late watching Ink Master. So I'm so tired. But yeah, do you know what? Just in general, I enjoyed it. I loved it. But obviously, naturally, it's not a 5-star. I did start, I don't have it on me, Empire of Sin by Rina Kent. Only read the first chapter, which is, I don't have a lot to go off on. Obviously, first chapter, just a little bit of an introduction-esque kind of chapter. But yeah, it's not much to go on. I was hoping to read a little bit more, but again, I got distracted watching Enquires, but too late. That didn't happen. Anywho, I do have reading sprints today, so I am going to read it during reading sprints, but for then, I need to try and get a video edited, and I do need to film and edit a video. But I am thinking I might cheat. No, I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat. No, not going to do it. Take back. You don't know what I was going to say, but I'm taking it back. So yeah, I'm going to read that during reading sprints. I hopefully might read a bit before, so I can film said video that I need to film. But otherwise I'm going to need to edit a video and upload that. I need to be fair, editing, uploading that one's not too big of a deal. That doesn't need to be done today, because I can do it next week, because it doesn't go up until the week after. So yeah, not too big of a deal. I can do that one next week. But otherwise I need to film and edit this one. I am going around the bush trying to give you guys that. Right, I'm gonna film, edit and upload that video today. Reading sprints. I'm gonna read the book during that. And yes, that is what we're doing. That is in simpler terms, and that is what is happening. And before I say anything else, I'm gonna head off. So it's been a while since you guys have seen me for this vlog. It's now the 16th of June. It's been taking me a long time to get through this book. I'm not finished it yet. I'm still reading it. I'm only 55% of the way through. So yeah, sorry, I got distracted by the TV. Let me pause that because I'm distracted. Yeah, so it's taken me a little while because things have happened, so I've not really had the chance to sit and read it. But I am getting further and things are getting good, and I'm about to hit the moment where things I think are about to explode. So yeah, I am currently in the middle of that one still, but I do plan on getting it finished today, so we can start progressing with this video and trying to find my 5-star rate my 5-star book. We're gonna try and find it. We're gonna get there. So yeah, I'm so tired. But yeah, we're gonna keep going, and I'll probably update you guys when this has been finished. So we don't have a 5-star yet, but I have finished Empire of Sin, which I'm giving a 4.25. I do read it in my weekend reading vlog, but I don't really discuss it too much because right now I'm actually sat in a lot of pain, so I'm keeping this quick. But I did enjoy it. I did love the story. I did love the characters. I did love the writing as usual. So yeah, I did enjoy it. My next book is actually going to be Empire of Hate, which is the next book in this Empire series and the next book in the reading order for Rina Kent's books. I'm kind of just doing that at the moment because if I'm being honest, I don't really know what to read because of everything going on here in the background. I'm just kind of sticking to a comfort author right now. For me is like the main thing. So yeah, I'm going to move on to that one, and yeah, I'm going to come back to you guys when I've read some more. So I have started this next one, so I'm not going to talk about it too much because it is in a reading vlog, but the general gist is I'm enjoying it so far. I'm only like 16% in. I'm enjoying it. I've already said that. You can feel the tension between the characters, and we are still slowly building the plot. But yeah, we have actually started the next book for this vlog / the other vlog. I've started the next book, and I'm going to continue doing some reading this morning before I do things, and then come back later. I got it out there in the end. So we don't have a 5-star yet, but we do have a 4.5 with Empire Hate. I discussed it in my weekend vlog number 9, so yeah, I recommend checking that out if you guys want full thoughts and opinion. But yeah, we don't have a 5-star yet, but I'm about to move on to Empire Lust, which is the next book in the like Empire standalone kind of series-esque. So yeah, I'm going to move on to that one, and I'm going to come back and catch you guys a little bit up later. So we do not have a 5-star yet. I rated Empire of Lust 4.25. Now this does feature in my weekend vlog 9, which I don't think is out by the time you see this one. I'm not sure. But if you want full thoughts opinions, it is in that one. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Really love the story, love the tension throughout it, and yeah, it's really, really intriguing. The next book I'm going to pick up is the If We Were Perfect by Anna Wong. Now, I don't think this is going to be a 5-star read, but I do want to complete the series, so that's why I'm reading this one. I'm going to start it in my weekend vlog, but you guys are going to get my final thoughts and opinions, because I wouldn't finish this book by the time I finish that video. So you guys are going to have my final thoughts and opinions. So we're going to get on this journey for this book, and we'll see if we can find a 5-star soon. Because after this one, I'm going to pick up Butcher and the Blackbird. So I've got hopes for that one. We shall see. But let's keep going. So we don't have a 5-star, we have a 3.75. I feel disappointed about this book. I don't know if I just put too much high expectation on it or what, but yeah, I just don't think the story and the plot fit them as a couple and as characters, because I still love them as a couple and as characters, but the story just didn't fit them. And like, we've seen them through the other 3 books, we've seen them in their study abroad, we've seen them in like the background in the other 2 books, like after the study abroad, and this just, yeah, I don't know if I put too much high expectation on it, but it just didn't feel right. And I ended up using the audiobook to finish it off, which is nothing against Anna Hong's writing. I think it's just generally where they don't match for me personally. So yeah, we don't have 5-star, but I am. So that is where I'm going to end part 1 of finding a 5-star read. I honestly cannot believe it's taking so long after I had an amazing start to this year with 5 stars. But hey, this is the joys of reading. You guys can catch part 2 sometime soon, depending on how long this continues going on. But yeah, keep your eyes out for part 2 of finding a 5-star read.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.